Welcome to Otherworldly Vegan. My name is Melanie Manuel, and I am the chef and owner of a restaurant called Celesta in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. You know when you go to a holiday party and all there is to eat is some tired carrot sticks and some old celery? Not anymore. You are going to bring the most amazing dish to impress all of your party-going friends. I'm going to show you how to make a gorgeous holiday cheese ball and how to plate an amazing rainbow platter. It's really going to spice things up, especially during cold, dreary winter months when everything's gray. Having that rainbow on the table makes all the difference. So let's go ahead and start with our holiday cheese ball. Let's walk through all the ingredients before we start blending. I have 1.25 cups of raw cashews, 1/3 cup of nutritional yeast, 2 tablespoons of jarred chopped pimentos. These are the little guys you find inside cocktail olives. 3 tablespoons of coconut oil, 1 tablespoon of dry white wine, and 1 tablespoon of rice wine vinegar. Here I have 1.5 teaspoons of light miso, as well as 1/2 teaspoon of prepared yellow mustard. We have 3/4 cup of plant milk. Here I have almond milk. And then we have all of our spices. I have 1/2 teaspoon of smoked paprika, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder. All right, now we're ready to go. Making this holiday cheese ball is so easy. All we're gonna do is throw everything in a blender. So we'll start with our cashews, our 3/4 cup of plant milk. Here I have almond milk. Here's our nutritional yeast. That'll give it that nice cheesy flavor. These pimentos will give it that beautiful orange color, just like that port wine cheese ball at Grandma and Grandpa's. We have miso and that prepared yellow mustard. This coconut oil will give it really nice texture. And of course, our rice vinegar, our wine, and finally, our spices. All right, all we have to do now is pop on our lid and blend up our ingredients. Now that we've mixed up all the ingredients for our holiday cheese ball, we're simply going to scrape it into a container and refrigerate it overnight. This will enable the coconut oil to firm up and make the cheese nice and spreadable. Now that you've prepared your holiday cheese ball and it's chilling in the refrigerator, you can go ahead and start planning how you build your platter. Now, as you can see here, I have all my different ingredients in Tupperware. And this is because what I like to do is wash and prepare it at home and then take it to the place where the party is so that I can just assemble it all really quickly, not take up too much time, and get ready to pour my glass of wine. So some of my ingredients I steamed or I sliced in different shapes so that it would plate really beautifully on my platter. So in terms of what kind of platter you use anything you want. It can just be a simple white plate. You can use like a charcuterie board, a cutting board. As you can see here, I have a piece of walnut. My dad actually made this from a tree on his farm. So where you want to start is on your right-hand side to build your rainbow platter. And I'm going to start with my yellows. This is all about building in color and texture rather than putting ingredients in the same place. I have my yellow peppers. I'm putting some pineapple here. And as you can see, my crackers are really light color, so I'm gonna actually put them right here by the yellow fruit and veg. How about a couple little yellow cherry tomatoes? Little teardrop tomatoes. And the idea here is that people are just grazing at the table. They can just grab something and pop it on their plate. All right, I think we're ready to build in our orange. Now, as you know, the cheese ball is orange, so I'm gonna leave a little bit of space for it. Start with my orange ingredients. I have some sweet potato crackers here, some peeled carrots, and of course my orange little peppers. All right, now we're ready for our reds. Pomegranates are pretty hard to pick up with your fingers, so I'm gonna actually leave that in the bowl with a little spoon. And some cherry tomatoes, some gorgeous radishes. And I like to leave the little nub on here because it looks really light and fresh. I have a couple yellow carrots here. Can put them back over here on the edge. And the nice thing about building your platter out at the party is you can kind of give it a lot of texture by letting your plants, hang over the edge here. Tuck some red sticks in there. I think it's time for some green. So I actually steamed these asparagus. They're really nice texture. And then let's pop in some kiwi, already sliced. and already skinned, so it's really easy for guests to eat. And then I also have some sugar snap peas. Notice I'm laying the sugar snaps and the asparagus in different directions, again, to create more texture here. And it looks like we're ready to finish here with our blue and purple. So some gorgeous radicchio here. Can lay those grapes in a cluster just like that. And here on the edge, I'm gonna take some red and purple baby potatoes. These are just steamed with a little salt. You know, this is a dish that really allows the vegetables and fruit flavors to sing. You really don't need much because you're just highlighting what's already there with all the beautiful colors. I'm gonna add some beet chips in here for the adventurous. I also have these seaweed and black sesame chips, and you can kind of use a little radicchio leaf here as a vessel. So our cheese filling has refrigerated overnight and it's definitely firmed up. We have our platter all built. Now what we're gonna do is coat the cheese in a really lovely seasoning. Again, you can use anything you want, but I have my mixture of za'atar here. And the easiest way to do this is to use a little plastic wrap. So I'm gonna shake it right onto the plastic, and then using a rubber spatula, I'm gonna kind of try to twist it into a little bit of a cheese shape. I'm not gonna use all of it because I don't want it to be too big. And then actually use the plastic to kind of shape it and roll it around in the spice. And then once you have a little bit of a coating on it, you can start using your hands. If you don't want to shape it into a ball, you can just put it in a little jar or a little ramekin and use it as a spread. So I'm going to put it right here on my platter. I think we're ready to eat. I hope attending a holiday gathering is easier now than ever. You can build this beautiful rainbow holiday platter, make a gorgeous cheese ball reminiscent of your time in your grandparents' basement, and delight everybody, especially in the winter months when you need a really bright pop of color. Thank you so much for joining me here at Otherworldly Vegan. My name is Melanie Manuel, and I will see you next time.